Hello, and yeah, we're doing a part 4 review right now, and also taking a walk with my baby girl Luna. Hey Luna. Yeah, just walking with my dog. So now to this review. So yeah, there's gonna be a war between the Immortals and the Ewoks. Although Santa wanted to help out, but the Great Nook prevents him. And this makes Santa worried for the Immortals, and he sheds a tear. And thus, when the Great Act brings along an army of the wood nymphs, the pixies, the riles, the nooks, some have like arrows, and some just brought tree branches. And when the Ewoks arrived, and King Ewok just laughs like, ha ha ha! Look, they fight with tree branches. We will overwhelm them with our evil powers. And then they have an Eastern dragon with them. Yeah, the Ewoks have a dragon. Also, the one thing I learned they didn't explain in the movie, but in the book, I think it's explained that the Ewoks would elect a king to lead the Ewoks as their king for whatever evil deeds they do. Yikes. Oh yeah, and so King Ewok summons that dragon, the Eastern dragon called the Great Dragon. It's like, go forth, Great Dragon, and incinerate them. Yeesh. And just when the Great Dragon was gonna, incinerate them, like blow fire at them, one of the wood nymphs blocks the fire with a tree branch, which caused the fire to go back to the dragon and incinerate itself. Huh. So yeah, then the battle begins, and all of the wood nymphs, the Immortals, and the Nooks, and all other mythical creatures fight against the Ewoks. Huh. Oh yeah, and Peter the Nook also arrives to the battle and fights one of the giant Ewoks. Yeah, he tries to grab it and he stabs his hand with a dagger. For some reason, it makes it shrunk, like a size of a mouse. And Peter starts chasing that now shrunken Ewok. He's like, "Get back here, you whippersnapper!" And then you see one of the pixies fighting one of the other Ewoks. Then he transforms him into a flower, and then it dies. Huh. And then there's some flying Ewoks. Yeah, Ewoks with wings. So it was gonna fly towards the Great Ag and not worrying that it has an axe with him. At first it looks like the Great Ag was gonna throw an axe at him, the silver axe at the flying Ewok. But actually just did this, and then a laser blasts out from an axe and incinerates that flying Ewok. Whew! So, yeah, King Ewok was like, "No!" And the Great Act calls to the Ewoks, and he's like, tells them, "Your evil friends have been vanquished. It is the law that the good shall triumph over evil." And then gathers all of his army, and he's like, "March forth, Immortals, charge!" And yeah, they all charge into battle, and all the remaining Ewoks run away in terror. I'm going to use this reference of Monty Python and the Holy Grail reference, like, "Run away! Run away!" Yeah, they all run and cower because they're losing the battle. And then it cuts to Great Act talking with Claus, and he tells them, it says like, "You have a lot of toys to deliver now, but do not worry. You shall deliver them with no fear, as the Ewoks have been perished." Like, holy cow, the Great Act has made the Ewoks go extinct. Yikes. Huh. Goes to show, never mess with the Immortals. I guess with the Ewoks gone, now they won't be able to influence children. Actually, when you think about it, the AWOCs are kind of like the social media in a way, you know. It's just a little in comparison in a way. Huh. And so, now that Claus can finally deliver the toys without being threatened by the AWOCs that have now gone extinct. Yeah, he got them all in the sleigh, but it was too heavy for him, even the other helpers. It's like, yeah, it got way too difficult for them. And there was no way to deliver. And then Peter the Nook takes a look, and then he calls forth reindeer to help Santa. And when Santa came out of his house, he's like, reindeer. Yeah, and Peter the Nook says, yes, Claus, these reindeers will be helping you pull your sleigh with ease. Huh. I guess there's a part of how Santa got reindeer. Thanks to Peter the Nook. Yeah, Nooks, you know, that I already explained, they are in charge of the wild animals in a way. Yeah, and Claus appreciates it, and he's like, how can I ever repay you? And Peter tells him that you must bring the reindeer back to the forest before daybreak. Oh yeah, and the part is that he also mentions that the reindeer have never been outside of the forest, so Santa will be their guide. So yeah, now they got the reindeer attached to the sleigh, and so Claus brings along Shagra, the lioness that's, you know, his mother since he was born. Well, since he was a baby, I mean. Along with Nesila, that is. So he got Shagra and Tingler to come along. And although Tingler questions, are you sure you want to do this? And Claus feels positive that they should. So, march off, and they went off. And seems like the reindeer already got the ability to fly. Huh. Makes you wonder if Peter the Nook was behind that as well. Or Great Ack. Although, Tingler noticed, like, we just passed some fields and almost through a few leaps. It's almost like we're flying. And it turns out they are flying. And when Claus laughed, he just started to realize, like, now I know why this place is called Laughing Valley. Can we please just call Santa's home the Laughing Valley, or the Laughing Valley of Hohaho? I'm just saying, because technically the Life and Adventures of Santa Claus, the book, is in the public domain, so yeah, let's just make it the official name of Santa's home in the North Pole, the Laughing Valley of Hohaho. I'm just saying. So they reached to the first stop at a house, and when Claus was going to deliver, he knows that the doors are locked, and the windows are shut locked as well. Claus at first, they think, you know, since they've never done this at night, they have to return the toys back to to his home, since they can't go in. But then Tingler comes up with an idea, but did a weird bird noise in a way. Claus told him, speak normal, please. You know, speak in Birdseed. Though Tingler's like, sorry, but I was trying to say, why not go to the roof? The chimney. And that's when Claus decided to go along with it. He's like, good idea, the chimney. And there's the one idea where Santa got to go to the chimney. And so when Claus does go through the chimney, he sees some stockings on the fireplace, hanging by the fireplace. Like, why stockings? Being left to dry. And that's when an idea decided to leave some surprise presents inside the stockings, to make a surprise. Then he sneakily goes into the two children's bedroom. He gave a trumpet horn to the little boy and a doll to the little girl. And so they go back to doing their business by delivering more toys. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna stop right here as well because I gotta, focus on walking with Luna, and also to keep an eye on the road just in case. So, see you guys in a 5-part review.